Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Yes, it's Dan, and you're back in the No Comfort Zone. So glad to have you back here. Just wanted to check in. So, how are things going for you and yours? I want to tell you something. I think you need to be reminded of this every now and again. Every now and again, you need to be reminded of this, how awesome you are. And what I mean by that is this. You might be at a point in your life where you get yourself caught in a little bit of a rut, having a little bit of averageness, some word I just made up, happening to you. But the reality is you keep pushing forward, sooner or later, the opportunities are going to show up that you need to prove who you are, and then you'll get rewarded because you face those things. Whether they're fears, whether they're obstacles, simple challenges, multiple choices that you have to make decisions on, all of those things will happen. And I'm just letting you know, you need to know how amazing and how terrific you are, because you've been through a lot. No, I don't even know you, but I know you've been through a lot. And you survived, and you're listening to this podcast. So the fact is this, that you survived and you're listening to this podcast means you're going to have a greater tomorrow, whatever that might be. The more and more that I do this podcast, and the more and more people that I connect with and talk to, and the more people that I engage with, mindset is absolutely everything to your success. If you have a positive mindset, you'll have a positive outcome over time. If you have a negative mindset, not only will you go down, but you'll bring other people down with you. It's really amazing how much mindset plays on the overall greater good and what it really means to your success. So you need to know that. Oh, I almost hit a bird. You need to know that. That's how fast I'm going. Driving right now. As you know, this is my studio, my office. This is my sanctuary. I'm doing my podcasting from my car as I'm going roughly 62 miles an hour and a 55 because I like to play dangerous. No, if I get another ticket, it's bad for me, so I got to be cool about this. Podcast microphone is attached to the automobile, and what I'm basically doing is I'm talking into a microphone, going over my thoughts, my feelings, and my emotions, and my reflections of the day to really help you a little bit. So you need to know that you got somebody in your corner that's rooting you on, and no matter how bad it's been for you, no matter what jam you got yourself into, you could be going to prison. Don't worry, tomorrow will be better. You could be in the middle of ending a relationship through divorce. And I'll tell you what, I know this, I have experience here, tomorrow will be better. It's better because you get caught so much up in the moment and you think it's so painful, but when you take a step back and you breathe, you were supposed to get out of that relationship for a reason. And when you find your reasons, that's when the reward happens. Chipping away at my problems on a regular basis. And one of the ways that I do that is through goal setting. I set a lot of goals, and I set a lot of activity goals, production goals and activity goals. You know, the activity goals are technically the harder of the two. The production goals will happen after you do all the activities. And it's those choices that you make, maybe even choices that you've made in the past. You don't really know what's going on, but the more that you make choices and you take action and put that step towards wherever it is that you want to go in your life, results are going to happen. You want to put more work into it, you'll get better results. You want to put more intensity in it, you'll get more frequent results and in better areas. I guess is the best way for me to describe that. But the moment that you start bringing people along the way and that you help people, that's where the difference is. That's where the winning actually happens. That's where your life is created. That's what makes it whole. That's what makes you whole, is helping other people. And the reason why I say that you're great, you've been through a lot. I've mentioned that. It's all for a reason. And that reason might be right around the corner for you to connect with somebody to help them out. You could say this podcast is a feel good, what I'm trying to do. Yeah, it's supposed to be motivational. But the reality checks, when I talk about those, that's no fun. That's no fun realizing that you're going bankrupt tomorrow. That's your reality check. Hey man, your problem, you got to deal with it. And that's just it. You got to deal with it. Or you're about to fall in love with somebody. That's awesome. That's the most wonderful thing that can happen, is falling in love with somebody and having that connection and having that trust, having that level of honesty, that level of connection. Well, just as the bad comes, so does the good. So I want you to realize that everything happens with intention. And that intention is for you to learn the most you can out of the situation, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. Whatever might happen for you, your reality, that reality check for you is for you to learn from. So I really want you to understand that in the end, you could have so much more than what you have right now. You could be so much more than you currently are right now. And of course, you could have so much more. You could do more. You could be more, right? The be, do, have. Look at where you were at 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and look at the progress that you've made. It's astonishing to see that level of progress happen, whether it's in your business, whether it's in your relationship, whether it's just you personally. It all comes back to what I was talking about before, your mindset. How strong do you want your mind to be? When you have success, you're going to definitely need a strong mindset to keep it going. When you're dealt with challenges and you need to do critical thinking, what type of mindset do you want to have with that? If you need help reaching a greater level of your mindset, I'm telling you, go to the NoComfortZone.com. Download that blueprint. Join Team No Comfort Zone in the same spot. Go to my email, Dan at the No Comfort Zone, and say, I want a stronger mindset. It's no bullshit. I'll help you get a stronger mindset. I'll help you get some confidence, help you develop conviction, help you gain some certainty in your life in certain areas. Because that terrific person that you are is just a small fraction of the person that you're going to become. And I want to see that journey. That's what I get my reward out of, seeing somebody go from point A to point B all the way to Z and become a better version of themselves over that time period. I know for a fact, if this is reaching you, if you're hearing me, I know for a fact you want more out of life. And it's time right now for you to get more out of your life. And how do you do that, sports fans? You do that by getting out of your comfort zone and live it on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.